Hello everyone. So for today I wanted us to make these little tiny little envelopes that we can stick on our just different pieces, like for example, let's see here. I have these like journaling or little card things like this. Just fit in a little corner here, or you can put it on top of a pocket or something, and it just creates a small pocket for like little tiny ephemera. It's just an idea. I have no idea if it'd work for you or not, but just sometimes you have them really small pieces that you want to stick in, and you don't really want to necessarily have a huge pocket for a tiny piece, like a stamp. So that's where I'm coming from with this. Again, it may not be something you want to do all the time, but I just thought this would be a good way of doing or having that. That one ain't gonna work for what I want it to, but it still needs to be straight. I don't really like that scrap. Okay, this one will work after I get it straight. But it really don't want to come straight. There. Alright, we'll try it the other way. Sometimes that's what it takes. There we go. Now we got some straightness in it. Alright, and this is about 2.5 inches, a little bit more. So now I'm gonna take this and line it up where that other piece was, and there we go. So you just make it into a square at this point. That can go into the scrap bin. What size is this? 3.5. We'll just do it again at 3.5. And then we have this small piece, and we can make this small piece work too, a little over 1.5. So we just line it up to be, oops, I lost track of where I want it to be at. And then I just have this little piece left over. This one is just going to end up being a regular scrap. And again, I just grabbed a pile of scraps. I wasn't necessarily being particular with this pile of scraps on what I was grabbing. I just grabbed a pile of scraps. Okay, so a little over the 4. The 4. Oh, that ain't much off. I'm just going to do it that way. This one, let's see. Let's get the straight edge first. Here. And that's a scrap. So, if you didn't notice, I was just squaring them up, making them into squares. Now we'll make them into envelopes. I'll show you several different sized envelopes out of this because there are different sizes, obviously, with this. All I do is fold, try to keep things as straight as possible, but at the same time, all I'm doing is folding. There, and then I lift this up and I try to line these up to the best of my ability here. And then this folds down. And then I cut my corners. It's a very, you just go on the inside a little bit of these folds, and that's how you get your corners. Yeah. And then I start gluing. So very simple technique here, but again, everybody has their own techniques that they like to do with envelopes. And yeah, I do normally make my envelopes bigger, but I thought these mini envelopes were kind of cute. And I found this on Pinterest, and it's like, yeah, I like the Pinterest idea, but I wanted to do my own thing. So this is a variation of what I saw on Pinterest, because they kind of like glued the stuff to come out of it, or put the sticker on the inside of it, kind of a thing, and I didn't really like that concept. But again, you can do bigger pieces. It doesn't have to necessarily be all the same size. And I like to line these up, so like this, line it up to the line here. I just think it makes it look nicer and everything. And then I choose where I want that bent. And then I cut my corners. The top, I try to bend or do more the inside than the outside, or right on it. Where the bottom half, I try to do the outside of the lines a little bit. Not much, just a little. And then again, I'm gluing down my sides first. Then it goes to that side, and then we have our outside piece. Now this would work with double-sided paper, don't get me wrong. I'm just choosing not to do it that way because I'm just playing with scraps. But I just thought this is just a nice way to use them scraps that you have. Again, I'm going to line these up to the best of my ability. And then I'm going to line this one up. Here, and then I fold it down to where I want it. And then I cut my edges. That piece doesn't want to come off. All right. But the bottom half I like to try doing backward, or the outside of the lines is how I always remember to cut, and the inside one gets cut opposite. Now you could use these little envelopes to stick inside. Like, you could stick small stuff inside this and then stick it inside a journal easily. Again, there's options with this. That's why I like it so much, is it isn't one particular way and that's it. There are tons of options with it. So that's what I base this off of, is the options. But we're almost done with this, and then I'll probably let you guys go. But I want to finish a few of these at least with you before letting you go. So and I've noticed you guys like the previews before I make the videos, which is perfectly fine. I sometimes am that way where I'd rather watch the shorts than the actual thing. Sometimes it's just busy. I'm busy, too busy to watch the actual film. But so there we go. We made 3, I think, or 4. 3? Oh, 4. So we made 4 together. I made quite a few by myself. I'll finish the other 2 off screen. And I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great day or night. Bye.